Hello, everybody. Welcome and welcome back to Ethereal Hypnosis Radio. I am Catrice, and thank you for tuning into my healing frequency. And so, we have made it to episode 2 of the Money as Medicine mini-series. And so, episode 2, this is our journey into prosperity. And so, what we're going to do in this session is healing by releasing old stories. So what I am going to do is start by giving you some false narratives that I was holding regarding money and what I did to transmute those negative false narratives. And so for me, I know I had this belief growing up that money was distant, that it didn't show up when I needed it, and that it seemed to favor others over me. And so for me, I fell into that false narrative that money is the root of all evil. Everybody's not meant to be rich type of storyline. And so what I did, once I started doing my healing journey and found that those were all false narratives, I decided to write a letter to money. And so this is going to be your homework. Yes, I'm going to give you homework and affirmations to do during these series. And so this is going to be your homework. So for me, I wrote a letter to money, explaining to money that it wasn't there for me when I needed it, because it was scarce for me. My family had to, live off of food stamps and eat foods that, other people were happy to have, like steaks and potatoes. We had to wear hand-me-down clothes, like just all of the things that I felt was because of money. And so I wrote all these false narratives that I had created in my mind about money. I wrote a letter to money explaining all of this stuff. And so what I want you to do is think of all the negative things that you thought about money, write it all down. Once you complete this letter, I want you to fold this letter away from you. So anytime you want to get rid of something out of your life and you're writing a letter or writing a list, you want to fold it away from you, because you want to you're getting rid of these things out of your life, so you're folding it away. So you fold it away from you, and then take it outside and burn it, and ask source to transmute those false narratives back to love. And so I do a whole ceremony around releasing whenever I want to get rid of old patterns, old negative patterns that are false. I write a letter, fold it away from me, burn it, state in the name of all there is, was, and never shall be. Source, I give you back all these false narratives, and to transmute back to love, I burn the letter. Any ashes that's left, any leftover black paper, I blow it out into the air, and ask Mother Gaia to transmute that back to the earth to reuse for whatever purposes she needed for. And so nothing goes to waste. So this is going to be your homework for this episode, is to write a letter to money. And why do we want to do this? Because we've created these thoughts, and they became experiences due to some of these false narratives that we have about money. And some of these thoughts, thoughts and experiences come from, it's inherited from other family members or friends that we've been around. Some of them we've learned. I know money is the root of all evil. That's like programmed into the collective. That is something that you hear so many people in the collective say. Money is the root of all evil. We know that's programmed into our minds. And so what we want to do is transmute this through our letters, and make sure we are doing this without any shame or judgment. And I've talked about judgment before in previous videos. We don't do that here. We don't judge at all. And by the way, judgment blocks your solar plexus. And so just think about that the next time you decide to judge something or someone. It blocks your solar plexus. So no judgment, no shame. We're just writing this to get rid of those false narratives. And so as you're writing this letter, just like really put some thought into it. Like really feel what you're writing. Feel the release as you're, writing this out. And you're not releasing this because, your thoughts and experiences were wrong. You're releasing them because you're ready for something that's more truthful. And so you're ready to live free. You're ready to have money as your friend, have a great relationship with it. So this is the reason why we're doing this. Not because it's wrong, but because you're ready for something more truthful. You're ready to remember that money never abandoned you, and that the world itself simply forgot how to love through, all the things that we went through regarding money. And so doing this letter, this is the healing part, this is the shedding part. And then so now I am, in just a second, we're going to roll right into the meditation part of this. And this is the sacred rewrite of money. But before we get into the meditation, if any of you have any questions regarding money, regarding releasing, leaving it in the comments. I'll be happy to answer it for you. Like I said, I've already done this letter. I've created a new relationship with money. As a matter of fact, doing these series, I called in my higher self, I call in my Arcturian guide, and I also call in the consciousness of money to bless this session. Well, really and truly, I call in the abundant and expansive money consciousness, my higher self, and my Arcturian guide to bless this session, or bless all of these sessions, and then anyone that's listening to it. So I want y'all to be abundant, okay? And also, before we get into the meditation part of this, I will also give you guys affirmations and also journal prompts to write. And so for your affirmations, make sure you're saying this every morning and every night before bed. Don't get up in the morning, first thing in the morning, just start scrolling on your phone. Say your affirmations and then start scrolling, okay? And then before you go to bed, make sure you also say these affirmations as well, because your subconscious is open, so you want this information to flow in. And so the affirmations that I want you to say for episode 2 is, I release the past and rise in abundance. And I am the sacred rewrite of my money lineage. And then for your journal prompts, for those of you who like to journal, here are 3 things that you can ask, that you can write about. So you can either do the letter or the journal prompts, or both, if you really like to write. So for the first journal prompt, what memory or belief about money did I release today? So that's one. And then the other one is a 2-part question. And how has my lineage experienced money? What am I choosing to shift moving forward? That's the second question. And then the last question to ask yourself for your journal prompt is, what truth do I now claim about my relationship with money? And so ask yourself these things. Try to do a little bit of meditation and calling in the money consciousness, because like I said in the first series, money wants to have a relationship with you. It wants you to be abundant. So don't just call in money, call in the abundant and expansive money consciousness, is what I should have said in the beginning. And so that's everything I have for this episode. Like I said before, if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments, and we are going to roll right into the meditation. Now, with these meditations, just like the series, they're quick, short series just to give you some information for you to work on. These meditations can be done anywhere. These are short, like 5-minute meditations that you can just sit, relax yourself, and really take in the information. And so the intention for this meditation is to release old money stories. So go ahead and find a quiet spot where you can sit or lie down. Like I said, it's only 5 minutes, so you don't have to lie down, but if that's what you want to do, go right ahead and find your place and get comfortable, and let's roll right into it. Breathe deeply and release. Feel your body becoming heavy, like it's being held by the earth herself. Place one hand on your heart, the other on your belly. Visualize a scroll or a letter appearing in front of you. This letter holds every painful money memory. The stories where you were told you were too much, not enough, unsafe to want, unsafe to receive. See the words, the weight, the emotion. You do not turn away. You are safe now. Now imagine a flame of violet light appearing in your palm, the flame of transmutation. With love and power, bring the scroll into the flame. Let it burn with intention. Let it rise into smoke, releasing all agreements, curses, vows, and false beliefs. And false beliefs from your lineage, from society, from your soul's past. As the smoke clears, you hear a voice. It's the money energy whispering. You were never unworthy. You were never broken. I have always waited for your yes. Breathe that in. Let it move through your entire body. And when you are ready, say out loud or within, I release the past and rise in abundance. Slowly begin to return. Wiggle your fingers. Move your body gently. You are new now. You are free. Anytime you feel that money scarcity is coming back to you, or that you have old beliefs that are coming up for you, feel free to come back to this meditation to release those false narratives. And thank you for joining me in episode 2, the healing of releasing old stories. And so don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all in episode 3. Thank you. Bye.